Hello everyone and welcome to the Morning Metaphysical Report. This report is for Wednesday, April 22nd, 2020. My name is Lysander Xanthus and I am a clairvoyant psychic and energy healer. I'm going to be sharing with you some spiritual practices as well as sharing with you the astrology, numerology, and card guidance for the day ahead, April 22nd. I'm glad that you're all here today. Welcome. I am doing pretty well. Thanks for asking in the comments. I hope you're all having a beautiful day. So I like to begin with a singing bowl. I'm going to be ringing this to bring our vibration to a place of peace. Welcome. In a moment, I'm going to be guiding you through a grounding exercise. Josephine shares that this is her night report. Well, I'm not sure if you realize I try to state the date that this is for repeatedly, but this is actually for the following day. Of course, I'm not sure what the time difference is between here and there, but this is for the 22nd. So this is not for the same day that this airs on, and I released this the evening before so that it is available for morning in all time zones. If you want to watch it live, then no, it won't be in the morning for most of you, but it's available to watch during morning time for anyone who would like to do so. So just pointing that out, again, this is for April 22nd, Wednesday, 2020. The 22nd. Okay. So now we're going to move into our grounding exercise. So hopefully that clarifies things. Not entirely sure the hour difference, but that was my intention anyway by releasing it when I do. So this is important to do each day in order to release any accumulated negativity from your day. And if you practice this every day over a long period of time, it can assist you in wearing down energy blocks and any toxic attachments or anything else amiss in your energy. So I have found it incredibly helpful in my own practice, so I'm sharing it with you. Imagine yourself inside of a large bubble. This is your aura. Now imagine gently attached to the bottom of this bubble is a pipe that leads deep into the earth. For the sake of simplicity, imagine that your bubble is filled with a dark colored energy. Imagine or intend seeing this dark colored energy drain down your bubble, down into the pipe, and down into the earth. Breathe as you visualize this. We release all energy that is not serving our highest good. We release all energy that does not belong to us. We release all pain, negativity, toxic attachments, energy blocks, and anything else we are now ready to let go of. We release these things from every layer of our aura, from every chakra, from every part of our being and body. We release. As you see the last of this energy exit the bottom of your bubble, see the drain at the bottom disappear, and know that your aura is sealed and complete. The pipe falls away from you and dissipates into the earth, and you've grounded. After releasing energy, it is a good practice to replenish your energy. And we're going to be doing that through a mini crystal healing. Today's crystal is agate. Let me tell you a little bit about agate's qualities. It cleanses and stabilizes the aura, eliminating and transforming negativity. Agate enhances mental function, improving concentration, perception, and analytical abilities. It soothes and calms, healing inner anger or tension, and creates a sense of security and safety. That sounds pretty great. So if you'd like to participate, just allow yourself to connect with the energy of this crystal. Excuse me, it's dry. All right, so I am now going to channel the energy of this crystal to you. I'm channeling the energy of this crystal to you and through you. Take a moment to observe how the energy of agate feels in your aura. All right, we're going to draw this mini healing to a close. This has been the energy of agate. So while we are in this energetic space, we are going to move into our affirmation for the day. We're going to say this affirmation together 3 times. I bring an awareness of my power as a craftsman of reality to each moment of my day. I bring an awareness of my power as a craftsman of reality to each moment of my day. I bring an awareness of my power as a craftsman of reality to each moment of my day. As always, I encourage you to take this affirmation forward with you in your day ahead if you like. That concludes our affirmation. All right. Hello everyone who's joined us. We are going to be moving into our card reading. So this reading comes to you from the Wisdom of Avalon Oracle cards. And this reading is to give you insight and guidance into the following day, April 22nd. This reading is for everyone watching, whether you're watching this live or during morning in your time zone. You may find that you resonate with the entirety of this message or just parts of it, and both are perfect. So let's see what the cards have to say to us about our day ahead. Sorry, there's spilling everywhere. So we have 3 cards for our day ahead. I'm going to take a moment to type the titles on screen, and then we will read them together. So that. The protection and love. I do like to read from the booklet, as I find the guidance so well written, and it allows each of you to resonate with the specific parts of the message meant for you, as well as occasionally adding my own thoughts. First is the bee. When the bee buzzes onto your path, it's a reminder that with hard work and a firm commitment to building your dream, a sweet outcome is assured. The bee is a symbol of luck, so expect miracles and your life will be victorious and sweet. Remember that you also create your own luck. That is, effort is essential as you progress along your path in order to make your dreams a reality. The bee is an industrious, busy creature that's always making honey. The bee gets busy, and that honey will soon be yours. The bee is always a fortunate omen. The next card is protection. This marker reminds you to protect yourself and to be wary of hidden agendas. Are you being too open? Perhaps you don't realize it, but you may find that you're a target for others, especially if you're shining brightly. Yet this isn't a time to dim your light. Rather, remember that a spiritual warrior or priestess would always learn how to camouflage him or herself and be armed against potential attack. This is about the right use of power rather than the use of force, the former coming from a place of highly calibrated integrity, the latter from a lower base of destructive energy. Remember to walk the higher ground, but wear a cloak for protection. Ask your guides and angels to protect you, for they will always come if they're asked. And be moderate in all you do. This isn't the place to take risks. This marker also lets you know that the subject of your inquiry or anything concerning you cannot in any way hurt you. As long as you ask for protection, the divine will give it. And the final card is love. This marker reminds you to show kindness and compassion to all whom you meet on your path, be it a beggar on a street corner, a coworker, a family member, an animal, or a plant whose leaves need pruning, or people on the internet. This marker asks you to shift perception from yourself as a solitary person on the earth to one who's part of a living system. Love is what made you, so keep it flowing. Remember to receive love as well. Ask yourself, am I blocking love? This marker reminds you that you're as connected to all of life as it is to you, and that you're responsible to be the steward of the love of the God and Goddess or other higher power. Love is without conditions. It is respectful, mindful, sees all life as sacred, and acts in accordance. Love reminds you that this very planet is a living being. Love is the very essence of the divine in you, and it sees the divine in others. This is the time to see through the eyes of love and always ask, before you act, what would love do? The answer will always bring you extraordinary power. This marker is a very fortunate and transformative omen. So those are our cards for today. And I feel as though some of you may only relate to parts of it, but collectively, I feel it is a reminder to keep moving forward and stay focused on what it is you'd like to achieve for yourself and continue working hard in whatever form that takes for you, what that means to you, to know that you're protected and to remember that you're part of a greater consciousness. So that is how it comes across to me. That concludes our card reading for the day. Hello, my loves.
Hello.
My fiance and one of my cats has decided to join the room. All right, let's come back here. Taking a look at my notes here. So, I would like to share with you the numerology for April 22nd. And the 22nd is a 4-day, and 4 as a vibration is related to the idea of foundations, at least for me. So this is a day to look at where you are misaligned in your life, where you are experiencing anything you don't want to be experiencing, and that these are places to focus on your foundations. Typically, it shows that something has gone wrong earlier than this moment. There are decisions and choices that have led to that point and things coming to be this way. And of course, for each of you and in each of these situations, what that will be different. Typically, I find it is in some way not honoring ourselves or validating our true feelings and stance on things. So that is the numerology guidance. And I'd like to guide you through a quick intuitive exercise. I'm going to be asking you a question that I have written down in my planner. And you don't need to consciously know it because we're all connected. Bring your awareness to the present and notice all of your senses, what you're seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, and feeling. And know that everything you are now noticing is an answer to this question. Let's see how it. All right. So take a mental note of what you noticed. And the question was, what can you do to create strong foundations in your life? You may need to sit with your impressions to understand what it's guiding you. And for some of you, it would be quite obvious. So that was the intuitive question for the day. You're so funny. Such a funny cat. All right. And now I would like to share with you the astrology for April 22nd. To look around her. There we go. So this is the energy in the day ahead and the energy influencing all of us. And that is available for all of us to use. And this is regardless of your particular sun sign. So it's not a horoscope, just so you know. Hey, hello. Sorry, my cat is laying on everything as cats do. So let us take a look, beginning with the sun. All right. The sun is in Taurus, so there is a focus on the foundations of our lives. And yes, that did come up in the numerology earlier. And on our comforts. So I find that what will be brought up is anywhere where our foundations are weak. But this is also an opportunity to really dig in our roots and decide where we'd like to go and what it is we're working towards. And we can become entrenched in our ideas and our own ways in a positive way if we're aligned with what's really right for us. So it's more digging in your heels to stand your ground rather than becoming stuck in the mud. Arish? Keep trying to click the art graphics. She keeps moving my hand, so I keep missing the button. The moon is also in Taurus, and it's going to be a new moon. So an excellent time for various spiritual or magical practices. And the new moon in Taurus is a good time to release blocks, any old stuff we're carrying, old foundations, limitations, especially those pertaining to money, to our sense of security, safety, stability, and really being contented in life and having a sense of, what's the word I want? Being firm in ourselves or having personal conviction. I feel that the energy is useful for removing things that have caused us to waver in the past as well. Mercury, moving along, is in Aries. So when it comes to the way that we think or where our thoughts are inclined to go, how we communicate with others and how we express ourselves, it'll be very direct at this time with a lot of force behind it. So we'll really want to express ourselves. It's possible for this to lead to confrontation, but it may also lead us to discovering greater depths of honesty, not only when communicating with others, but with ourselves on a conscious level. So I feel this is a great thing. Jupiter and Pluto are in Capricorn. So by embodying more Capricorn traits such as self-sufficiency, taking responsibility for our choices, addressing problematic situations head-on, and practicality, we can create opportunities for ourselves as well as inner transformation and transformation in our circumstances. There's a lot of power and responsibility, though we may not always like the idea of it. Venus is in Gemini, so in our relationships and love life, we are desiring more social stimulation and connection with others, as well as maybe not wanting things to be so deep and serious, still meaningful, but we are seeking fun and frivolity and for our connections to lift us up and to remind us of what's beautiful in the world, as well as wanting to do that for others, to uplift those around us. Neptune is in Pisces, so we have greater conscious access during this time to our intuition and subconscious self. If we choose to do this, we may find that a lot of deep things are coming up for us during this period. Neptune has been here a while, so this is not a new energy. We can also use that access to really look at how we really feel and where our real motivations lie, and to make decisions in our lives that guide us down a path that's really in alignment with us, if we choose to do that. Uranus is in Taurus, so this has also been here for a few months now. And this energy is here to shake things up and to move us out of our old comfort zone and status quo. It wants us to create a new comfort zone, a new status quo, a new foundation for our lives again, foundations, where it's like it wants us to have a new point of view, a new way of doing things, and for that new way to make deep roots. Mars and Saturn are in Aquarius, so there's a strong push of energy and a strong desire to share of ourselves with others, our gifts with others, what we know, our feelings, and to share that with those around us and with our communities. It's also highlighting what it is we are sharing with our communities and asking us to become more responsible in terms of how it is we share with those we are connected with on an individual level and on a greater society level as well. All right, so those are our planets. Let's take a look at our aspects. So at different points in the day, pretty early on, the moon in Aries, it's still in Aries very early in the day. It squares Pluto and Jupiter in Capricorn. So the moon, while in Aries, brings this forceful energy and a drive to transform and to achieve. For some of us, we'll still be asleep during that period. So it'll be more like perhaps you may receive in your dreams answers of how to push forward onto the next stage of what you're working towards. And then the moon moves into Taurus, and after that it squares with Saturn in Aquarius. And this energy is wanting, kind of pulling us towards wanting comfort amidst significant changes going on around us. Though that tense energy may also offer us the ability to rise to the challenge as well. And of course, the new moon later on, which is a time of inner contemplation, solitude, and releasing. At least that's what I sense in the energy. And that's the astrology for the 22nd. I'd like to take a moment to say MMR is made possible by viewers like you. Thank you. On screen in a moment are the names of the members of our Patreon. Thank you for your continued support and helping me have the ability to be here with everyone every day sharing this information. Also, thank you to everyone who shares these videos every day, and of course to everyone who watches. This was created for all spiritual seekers, from beginner to experts, encouraging consistency in your path. If you'd like to learn more about MMR, please visit patreon.com/Morning Metaphysical Report and consider becoming a patron. You get exclusive access to various content, including the monthly Metaphysical Report. All right. Now I would like to guide you through a psychic shielding exercise. This is also important to do each day, as it can empower you to protect yourself from foreign and hostile energy from either other people or spiritual entities. And if you are practicing healing on yourself or receiving healing, it can also assist that work in preventing interference and giving that energy time to integrate into you, as well as preventing kind of more accumulation of things that'll need to be removed later. It's fairly simple, so I hope you'll follow along. Imagine or intend drawing in front of you a gold equal-armed cross. In the center of that cross, see a white rose open and bloom. Draw that gold energy up, and above you, draw a cross and bloom a rose. And then do the same behind you and below you. Now, connect these crosses in a gold ring that surrounds you. Draw that gold energy to the side, draw a cross and bloom a rose, connect to the cross behind you, and draw a cross and bloom a rose on the other side. Connect these crosses in a horizontal ring surrounding you. Stopping at the side, connect your crosses in a vertical ring going the other direction. So you should be inside of 3 gold rings. See this gold energy spread and fill in the spaces between the rings so that you are in a complete gold sphere. And that's it. You've cast a psychic shield. Now, finally, I would like to set an intention for our day ahead. I encourage you to set an intention for yourself or to accept my intention for you. We are the creators of our reality, and this is just a simple way to engage that for ourselves every day. This day ahead brings us clarity and healing as we seek to continue on our personal paths in our lives and to find direction and meaning. We are never alone, and we are always being guided. In this day ahead, we open ourselves to this guidance and to noticing all the ways that we are connected, not only to each other, but to the divine. We open ourselves to saying yes to all of the good that is coming into our lives right now. Thank you. We are grateful, and so it is. Thanks for joining me. Remember to like, follow, or subscribe to where you are watching this, whether it's on my Facebook page, my YouTube channel, or on Patreon. And remember to share this during morning in your time zone. And again, thank you everyone for being here and investing this time in yourself. Be blessed always and have a beautiful day ahead. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.